Oh, got it again.
I've been on fire with those. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quarantine Diaries, episode 12.
Sure.
Yeah, episode 12. In the studio, we have my co-host Connor Hilton. Connor, how are you?
A little tired, but we're gonna push through.
Absolutely, Friday night. What's popping? And also in studio, finally, after making fun of him several times, he has showed up. Penis boy himself, Max Witten. Max, how you doing?
Showed up.
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
You're
Much
welcome.
Great.
appreciated.
Happy
Cool.
you're here.
Shut up,
So,
dude.
Carter, do you want to get into any segments today?
I have a 4 today, a pro to the left.
Okay.
We're pro the tandem of Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum.
Okay.
Most notably because did you see them on the NBA's official Instagram account live video, Kyle?
I did not.
Oh man, it's so funny. They were talking to each other, and CJ was like, "Yeah, I'm getting comments. People are making fun of my beard, saying it looks like Jamal Murray's pubes."
I did see that. That was a while ago, but I really like that.
Yeah, it was very. I liked it a lot. It made me laugh.
Well, since you did an internet video, then I guess I have an against. I don't know if you saw the White Claw lady who's like pouring White Claws into a blender and like swearing a whole bunch. I'm against her. I fucking cannot stand her. I hate the trend that's like developing over the years of old people swearing and it like being cool and funny. You're not. You're just trying to show off for your grandkids. It's not cool. So fuck that lady.
I do think a well-timed swear word from an old person's pretty funny though. When it's genuine and authentic, not
When it's
staged.
genuine. Honestly, your grandparents like saying racist shit is like kind of funny too.
And I'm going to go off that and just say I'm tired of people sending, hey, I did this 10 times, you do it, or whatever in 10 seconds or whatever. I don't care about your ugly push-ups and your poor form. You're going to hurt your arms and shoulders with that. Or how fast you can do whatever. I'm done. I don't care.
What is it? The challenge videos.
He's done,
Yeah.
folks. He's out. He's tapping out.
Fucking done. And I hate Instagram in general. But that's a different topic for another day.
So I tried Instagram once. It was like 2015, and I was switching from Android to iPhone, so I just like put all my pictures I had my Android up. I got angry texts from several people just yelling at me for clogging up the whole timeline with my stupid pictures. So I've embarrassed myself on Instagram, haven't been back since. Like literally that was just my one time.
The only good thing I ever did on Instagram was whenever you post a story to Instagram, it sends their first one. It sends everyone a message saying, hey, so-and-so posted their first Instagram story. So knowing that, I'm like, well, I have to post my balls. So my first story was my nuts, and everyone got a notification saying I posted a story. And everyone got to see my testicles until someone reported me, but whatever. That's the only good thing Instagram's ever done for me.
That's like your close friends and maybe family. Who do you think reported you?
I don't know.
It's me.
I've thought about it. I don't think my family has. My family, they get it. They're like, that's disgusting, Max, but that was funny.
That's funny as hell, Max. Just don't do it again.
Yeah. You got me, but yeah, I don't know who did it.
I think Andy was the one that showed me the picture. It was you or Andy that showed me. It was really close up.
I was in Philly. Andy definitely showed you.
Yeah, it was Andy. And I was laughing so fucking hard. No, you sent me a screenshot of it, and then I showed Andy, and we had a good laugh.
Okay,
Shout out.
Yeah.
See, a picture of balls isn't gay at all. It's just pure funny. Like, sure, if the penis gets in there, then it becomes gay. All balls, all comedy.
Yeah.
Fun story about balls, actually. Back in the old like high school, early stages of high school. This is like 9th, 10th grade. Whenever we'd go to like Lucas's or John's house, and like
And
the
show
girls
everyone our balls.
would leave their phones on the table, so like John would, like John or whoever would like take pictures of their nuts and make it the backgrounds on their phones.
It's a classic, timeless prank.
It's just good, clean fun. I mean, you'd probably get in trouble today, but simpler times.
Not to riff too much about genitalia, but the trends of like making somebody see penis or balls is very funny, and it's just evolved over time. Like it started with what should we call it? That where you'd like put your balls on somebody's phone and then they'd stumble upon it. Then it evolved into like disguising people's tabs on their college computers that were secretly Meatspin. So like whenever they like went to their college website, like Meatspin would show up and just start playing. That was hilarious. And then it evolved again on Twitter into like that big dick guy like being secretly in photos everywhere.
Dude, some of them are so funny. Some of them are so funny.
The one of like all the nurses like saying something.
What it comes down to is genitalia is funny.
Back in high school.
I guess just the men's part. Like boobs aren't that funny.
No, they're hot.
They're cool.
But back in high school, Jordan Riley would go to the like school library, and the only like thing that didn't have the school block on it was you go to Wikipedia and type in erection. So he would print out like 100 pictures of just like a raging erection and drop them throughout the hallways.
See, like I feel like that's something like Mr. McDougal would not know how to handle properly.
No, not at all. And let me tell you, that was a massive hog too. It was fully torqued.
You know hogs well.
Oh yeah, boy do I.
And I would hope so. It's the Wikipedia page representing erections everywhere. It better be a good one.
But that's enough dick talk for now. We're getting into why we brought on Matt. That was a long penis rant.
Yeah, that was a 5-minute penis talk to start an episode.
Hell yeah.
So, like, our segments we've been doing, so are the ones like we did with Thomas yesterday and John earlier in the week, where we're all building something together. And today, this is we kind of stole this from Ryan Russillo's show. A little shout out Russillo, our guy. We put a twist on it though. We are assembling the perfect music festival. Like we each get 2 stages or tents, whatever you want to call them, and we developed our own lineups, all of which had a theme.
Yep. Connor, do you want to go first or last?
I'd like to do the one I like first because my last one I'll probably need help with, but that's a fun one to help me with.
I think we should all help each other, but you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
So the lineup I'm pretty proud of. It's kind of like a time travel decades lineup. I did a lineup from bands from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. Was that what you guys did?
Kind of, but mine has a twist on it. But it doesn't really need the decades per se. It's not like this part.
I did one band per decade, but you can all add in stuff. That's fine. I'll go through them real quick. The 60s, who's going to open up this stage. We're going with the Stones. I think they put on a good show. People fucking love the Stones. And like prime Stones, not the current day old Stones, like prime fucking Stones.
Right, pre-pervert Stones.
Yeah.
Yes.
70s.
So, I do have something to say about the Rolling Stones. Is like, I think Mick Jagger is like, it's proof that heroin might be really good for you if you just survive like not overdosing all the years. Because he's like 80 years old. He's loved it for 50 years, and he's still cruising around like he's fucking 30 again. So
Probably
Yeah.
getting laid too.
What's
Absolutely.
this? A cold? I survived heroin. That's what his body says. Yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, I like the Stones. I'm not a diehard Stones fan, but they put asses in seats.
Yep.
Now, 70s, we're getting funkadelic, as some did in the 70s. We're going Earth, Wind, and Fire. They just hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. They're the best. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Love Earth, Wind, and Fire.
And like great wedding songs, and people love Earth, Wind, and Fire. They'll dance their faces off. 80s, we're going to rock out a little bit. And I'm going to tell you why, because my dad's best friend, little tangent, he's been to like hundreds of concerts. I'm like, what's the best concert you've ever been to? And this is a guy in his 60s. And he said this fairly recently too. He's like, best concert I ever went to, and it wasn't even that long ago, was AC/DC. They just rock so fucking hard. We're going AC/DC for the 80s. Because they rock so fucking hard.
I'm a huge AC/DC guy. The one song that always sticks out to me is TNT off the Tony Hawk Underground soundtrack. That song fucking bangs.
TNT, oi! Oi!
I'll rock with them. They were never my favorite, but I do enjoy jamming out to them.
Like, if you're drunk as fuck in a field, and AC/DC is just blasting music, you're having a great time.
I like thinking about the song "You Shook Me All Night Long" and just singing it when I was in third grade, fourth grade, loving it, not realizing the whole song's about fucking.
Yep. I think to this day, "You Shook Me All Night Long" will bring down 90% of bars. If that gets played, the house is coming down. Love that song.
It's so good.
Yep.
Now, 90s, I have two bands, but I'm not gonna use the one I originally had because I feel like Max may have this band, and I'm a team player.
90s are hard because the first half of the 90s and the later half of the 90s are so different.
Mm-hmm.
But go on. And I didn't use it that many 90s. Just go ahead.
I'm changing it on the fly right now because we're gonna stay rocking, and this band only has 3 really good songs. We're going Blink-182.
Love that.
Blink-182 fucking slaps.
Yep.
2000s. I don't love this one, but I know this. I saw this band originated in 2001 to be exact. The Killers. I like the Killers.
We all know what
white
people. We all know what white people do with Mr. Brightside.
Yep. Oh. Every time Mr. Brightside comes on, a white person gets their wings.
And to close out this stage, the 2010s, we're getting the boys back together. We're going One Direction.
Love that. Especially now. Harry Styles can do some solo stuff. I love Harry Styles' new shit.
Love him. Love him.
There's no other band. That's
no. If you want to go maybe Jonas Brothers, sure, but one day
shut up.
Under the water. Just I don't know, but for a decades lineup, I kind of threw that together last minute. I'm pretty proud of that.
I'm very proud
of
that. I'm really happy for you, proud of you. I agree with all of it.
Yeah. I think it's a good show right there. Good lineup.
No, I'd go see that.
You got the olds first, and then the olds will die out as they leave, and then the youngsters will start moshing, and you go from there.
If you picked iconic bands from each decade, that's what matters.
If the 190s band I had isn't said, I will go back and say which one it is, and probably
just say it.
Yeah.
Say it now.
Chili Peppers.
Dude, I don't have them.
So should I?
I don't either.
So should I sub out Blink-182 for the Chili Peppers then? Who do you think would be better in that lineup?
I think the Chili Peppers represent the 90s better than Blink does. Blink's right around... Enema of the State was 2001. So
all right,
I think that's...
Then Chili Peppers.
Fact checking. Enema of the State's 99. Dude Ranch is 97.
Wow.
Cheshire Cat, 1995.
Let's take off pants and jacket because that has "What's My Age Again" on it.
2001.
I mixed it up. Sorry.
Okay, then
It's okay.
Chili Peppers, they're going to be the surprise to close out the stage after 1D's done. Like, 1D's done. No, we're not. Here comes Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right, got it. All right,
Yeah,
Matt,
love it.
you are up now. What you got?
All right, so I went a different direction when I was told. So I think my first tent is going to be my gay tent, my gay pride tent. So every artist has come out or has an influence on the gay community. So
That's big.
So first,
I may even be in this tent. This tent sounds like a party.
so I don't have the exact lineup yet. It's in the makings. I just want to throw some names out, and then you guys come back with me. But here's some of the lineup I have. So first off, like I said, the old people are coming to the show. So we're going to start a little older. Elton John, hit him hard, hit him right in the jaw to start.
Yep.
Then Elton John's doing his thing. He's closing his set with "Don't Let the Sun Come Down on Me."
As the sun's coming out of the background.
Who comes out? George fucking Michael, because he sings it with Elton John.
Yes.
Wow,
George Michael comes out, sings "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me." Elton John walks away, waves. Next thing you know, "Careless Whisper" plays, and George Michael continues his set. So George Michael does his thing, and it's George Michael. He does it.
Shout out Sig's Inside, by the way.
And what'd you say?
Shout out Sig's Inside.
Sig's Inside, yeah, that's classic George Michael. Then next, David Bowie. Now, David Bowie did have a wife and kid, but in 1972, he came out in an interview and just literally said, "I'm gay. I've always been gay." So he's in here, and he's.
If you've ever seen that music video of him and Mick Jagger, they definitely fucked each other.
And it was cool.
It's in the street. That's what it is. And they definitely had sex.
Spoiler, Mick Jagger's not on this list. Okay.
He's in my tent.
Yeah. And
he's just like that it was just David Bowie because he's androgynous.
Max, this tent's fucking awesome.
David Bowie's on fire, right? And then his last song, all of a sudden you hear dun 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 dun. In comes Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury walks on the stage. Pressure. So then they start singing Under Pressure together. David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, they kill it. And then here's where it gets tricky. Freddie Mercury's Queen. So is the rest of the Queen in my gay tent?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
They know.
Well, the reason I say that is because Lance Bass is gay, so is all of NSYNC coming. And then also the bassist of Styx, Chuck Pisano. Is all Styx coming?
I think it's different because Freddie's clearly the leader of that band.
He's the face of the franchise.
Okay.
And everyone else in Queen just knows what comes with the territory.
Yeah. Okay. So then
I'll tell you this right now. This is just like a festival in itself.
Yeah, take all my money.
Okay. So then just some other that's pretty much all I had envisioned. And then just some other ones. We have Ricky Martin. So Ricky Martin, even though he did Livin' La Vida Loca, he had 60 million albums worldwide. Just so you guys know, he did have a nonprofit.
He only did Livin' La Vida Loca.
He had a nonprofit charity organization called the Ricky Martin Foundation, which advocates for the well-being of children around the world. So go donate today. Frank Ocean.
Yes, I was hoping he'd be on there.
Then the youngins can get Lil Nas X.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Another one that's hilarious.
I have a request too, Kyle, but you can do yours first because your hand was raised.
Let me go through real quick. Yeah, Clay Aiken's on here. One thing hilarious about Clay Aiken, he does have a multi-platinum album, but his debut on Broadway. Do you remember Monty Python, The Holy Grail?
Yeah, Spam-A-Lot.
When they did Spam-A-Lot, he was Sir Robin.
That's hilarious and perfect.
I don't recall Sir Rob.
He was like the
I can't-
knight that doesn't exist. He had the horse with the
Oh
coconut.
yeah. Okay, that's funny.
So Robin. So Robin. Well, they all did, but they had a song. So the B-52s, all three of the guys in it were gay. So B-52s sing Love Shack, and then they also have a song called Rock Lobster. If you haven't heard it, it's hilarious.
Yeah, play.
Sure.
Family Guy.
Adam Lambert, Boy George sing is "Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?"
He does I'll Tumble For You from Billy Madison and Karma Chameleon, both bangers.
He also sang. Michael Stipe is the lead singer of REM. REM is
He's gay.
the lead singer of REM, and REM has some
Good for him.
bangers. And then the girl side: Janis Joplin, Tracy Chapman, Queen Latifah, Joan Jett, Daya
I
from
love
Pittsburgh,
Joan Jett.
Kalani, I love, and then Cyndi Lauper. Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
They
And
do
then-
just want fun.
Not
With
gay.
each other.
Last person, not gay, but quoted by The Advocate, LGBT, an LGBT magazine, quoted it as "She is the greatest gay icon."
I know who this is.
Madonna.
Lady Gaga.
Oh
Madonna.
no, you guys didn't even say the one I was
No,
thinking.
Connor, don't steal mine.
I know. I'm not stealing yours.
Wait, do you guys think you have the same person in mind?
Yes.
Maybe.
Right. Say it on when I say 3. You guys say it. See, I want. Then we'll go Connor first and Kyle if it's different.
All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Share.
Macklemore.
We weren't even close.
Okay. Both can make my 10, but why? They're so far off. That's great. Oh, why share, Connor?
Dude, the gay community fucking loves Cher. Loves Cher. Like, you know, Mrs. Liebertor's friend Joe.
Yes.
Pretty sure he's seen Cher like in the double digits.
She fits straight and gay, but yeah, I love it. And
But like the gay community just loves Cher. They adore Cher.
so in this my
But she's
10th
only
row,
gonna sing one song, and it's gonna everyone's gonna be. It's gonna be the very end, and everyone's like, "Oh no, Cher!" And do you believe in love after love?
and
there's
wait.
she's everywhere.
She's closing with that song, and every single person I mentioned is behind her singing, like waving together.
Oh my
That's the
God.
closer.
I'll sell
That's
my
perfect.
house. I'll sell a house to fucking get tickets for this.
And
Just
then
your 10.
Kyle,
I just
Macklemore,
wanted to hear "Same Love" by Macklemore because that song still bangs.
yeah. But
And I have a theory that between that song "Same Love" by Macklemore featuring that larger lesbian, I forget her name, and "I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry," those were the 2 pillar stones as to like why our generation's like pretty okay with gay people.
yeah, and but Frank Ocean, the one thing I want to say too, he was like the first artist to come out whenever everything started changing, and Twitter was big at the time. I didn't even
Yep.
hear of him. Channel Orange, everyone's like, Frank Ocean's gay. I'm like, who's Frank Ocean? And then he just blew up. And like, not that he's not talented or that's the reason he blew up, but him coming
It
out
helps.
definitely helped.
Mhm.
And my tent and the show, tons of rainbow. I want like rainbow fireworks, all the works. And whenever you guys said we're making set lists, this is how I interpreted it, and so I went
I
a
love
different
it.
direction.
It works. It
Yeah.
works.
No, that mine's like kind of between yours and Connor's. So actually, it's
Your turn.
I did the Connor decades thing, but it's like decades through high kid music, so like stoner songs throughout.
Yeah.
So
I like that, Kyle.
like I started with the '60s. Guess you just gotta do like Pink Floyd, Grateful. I didn't really listen to Grateful Dead, but like they're an
People
iconic.
love Grateful Dead.
Yeah, they love them. You have to have
Deadheads.
Led Zeppelin, which is like '60s, '70s. Bob Marley, Allman Brothers Band and
I love
Black.
the Allman Brothers.
I do too. Huge staple in Pittsburgh, by the way. They play at any bar in downtown Pittsburgh anytime.
Fun fact about Led Zeppelin: the first night my sophomore year of college, when my roommate moved in, we got stoned out of our minds and listened to the entire Dark Side of the Moon album without making a word. Just let it play
Pink
through.
Floyd.
Just Pink Floyd.
It's
Yeah,
Pink
sorry.
Floyd, but yes,
Sorry.
I just think
My
of
bad.
Led
You're right.
Zeppelin as a stoner band because of that '70s show, and it was Hyde's favorite band.
But that album,
Never watched
Connor,
that '70s show.
Connor, I did the same exact thing, but with Josh Sherba in his pit house. We just were just chilling and listened to the whole album, and it was incredible.
we just sat there just lifeless idiots, and it was great.
That's where I'm like. Then I'm like, look at my parents and look at other adults. I'm like, I get it. I get it. They know.
So that's 60s, 70s, 80s. I had a really tough time with. I just have Rick James' song "Mary Jane," and that is literally it. I put like Fish ? I don't know if they got started in the 80s or what, but it seems like it. 80s kind of sucks. I don't really like the 80s.
I don't.
Are you looking up?
I'm seeing when Fish started.
I bet
Yeah.
79. That's my guess. I have no information to back that up.
1983.
Oh, I was not that
Perfect.
far off.
So now I have two bands for the 80s.
I like one Fish song
90
and one Fish song only.
90. What's that?
Haley's Comet.
Hey,
Beep, ba 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 dingo, beep, shoop, ba 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 dingo. That song's awesome.
Jingo dee, shoot, ba 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 jingo.
Hey, Haley's Comet.
Ba 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 jingo dee. It really is. Colin, we used to listen to that in my basement all the time.
Yeah, it's a fucking great song.
It's a great song. Shout out that Fish song.
Shout out Haley's Comet.
It's just the only thing that I was worried about with Fish is that they'd go off the rails and play for 14 hours and move everybody else out of the show. But we'll pull the plug if we have to.
They still perform New Year's Eve at Madison Square Garden and sell out in literally a minute online.
Yep.
To this day, that still happens. So like that's just ridiculous.
Yep. And then so moving on to the 90s now. A classic from our time. I put Dave Matthews in as the 90s band. I think that's when he got his start.
He did.
I think that's safe to say he was 90s, yeah. I put Sublime in here. I like the original.
That's a great one. Great one.
Love them. I have Lauryn Hill, but she only does the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Love that shit.
We don't watch the other stuff. And she's on time for her show.
And she's on.
Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang Clan, and then we end the 90s with Dr. Dre doing The Chronic, and then he goes straight into The Chronic 2001 to bring us into the 2000s. Just both right there.
That. I like that a lot.
And then to like welcome into the 2000s after the transition, Afro Man comes out and does Because I Got High, and that's it. Just that song. Maybe Colt 45. He
Just
can
to
do
get
that.
the people going a little bit.
He does the first like 40 seconds of Colt 45, and then gauges the crowd. Are they singing? And then if they are, he keeps going. If they're not, he's like, "All right, that's all I have tonight."
Yep. I also have a note in here that I want Seth MacFarlane to do a cameo appearance and do Bag of Weed from Family Guy at some point.
I think that's my favorite Family Guy episode.
That was so funny.
Line of the song is like, and just like Helen Keller said, do 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 do.
It's such a good song. It's one of his most creative ones. I think it has a spot in the High Kid Festival. I also have, just on the rock side of things, I got John Mayer. I have Jack Johnson in here. I have J Boog, Revolution, Dirty Heads. We love J Boog. This is a pro J Boog podcast.
Put it in now. I like J Boog.
The story of Curtis David going to a concert, or the Soja concert, and then listening to the opener, and then all of a sudden he plays what's the one? The big J Boog song.
Do it again.
Yeah, he starts playing "Do It Again," and that's when Curtis, Paul, and all them at Penn State were playing that all the time. Curtis hears it and just realizes immediately it's J Boog. Just
Love
loses
J.
it. It's such a good story. I probably posted
So
it.
and then the last two, I want Wiz Khalifa just doing mixtape songs, like when he was at his
From
highest.
Cushion OJ.
Cushion OJ. And
I love
Prime.
Cushion OJ.
He's always
love
been
all-
high cut.
That and then to round out the festival, Kid Cudi comes on and does all of what is that, Man on the Moon?
One of my
Pursuit of
favorite albums. One of my favorite albums.
Yeah, I think that's the quintessential cornerstone to this whole thing. He's gonna close my show down because like he doesn't have a lot of moments. It'd be nice to have him win one and just like close us out for everybody. So
I'll give Kid Cudi this moment. That's one of my 5 favorite albums, Man on the Moon.
that's really tough to dispute. Like,
Dude, it's fucking awesome.
it really is. That was like peak high school, peak backpack rap. That was so much fun.
You know what? I'm gonna call an audible because I'm gonna want your guys' opinion for my last tent because I'll just say it now. It's the rap/hip hop tent,
Okay.
and I have my lineups, but I value your guys' opinions a lot, and I'm gonna want you to contribute. So we're gonna do your last ones, then go back to mine.
Okay. Can you say
timeout too?
I'm going to the bathroom real quick. Bye.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
That's fine. Kyle, the gay tent moment we had was so special.
I think the fact that like they haven't done something like that is a huge missed opportunity.
But that gets I would want to go to that as a straight guy. Like would be an awesome fucking time.
No, they just need to like blow it out, no pun intended, and do it like a Live Aid, but just like during the end of Pride Week. That'd be perfect. Max, I'm gonna go second because I'm really excited for your last idea. I think it should be the last one we do.
Okay, and then also, just to be clear on the gay stuff, I've seen Queen twice. Though obviously not Freddie Mercury.
Right.
Prove
the
it.
first one was with Paul Rogers, the lead singer of Bad Company. Me and my pops went then, and then I saw this past year Queen with Adam Lambert, who's on the list at the show. So he comes out with Queen and Freddie, and they all sing together. Just thought of that.
Love it.
To add it, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're all like that's a solid list of just people, and then right now, I mean, every venue. We'll do location after, but yeah, I haven't even thought about a good location. We'll discuss.
I'd like to say something. I know he did not good things, but can we throw Michael Jackson into this festival because he was electric?
So that's another. I thought about it, like speculation. I mean, he might as well, be on that list. But then also,
it depends on if you think pedophiles are gay, and I think they are.
Also, the South Park making fun of R. Kelly, like being in the closet. So R. Kelly could have been on that list. But I didn't want R. Kelly. I've never been an R. Kelly fan except for one song.
No, he'd pee on people.
Remix Ignition.
Yeah,
Brings the house down every time.
I know he's the worst person alive, but that song will never not be fucking awesome.
Right.
And same with I Believe I Can Fly. You can't take that away from me. Like
I'm gonna throw in World's Greatest too. I think
Right.
that's
Do
a good song.
Do you want me?
R. Kelly's got hits, man. He does.
Yeah. Am I supposed to mute that part of Space Jam? No,
No.
I'm not. I'm gonna watch it.
Enjoy it.
Leave the bar when Ignition comes on. No, I'm gonna get way drunker.
And that's the right thing to do, because if you turn it off, then those people suffered for nothing.
Yes. All right. So who's actually doing their tent now?
All right. Is it Kyle or is it
You are. No. So Connor's second tent, I thought, and then me, and then me.
Connor wanted to help last.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do my second tent then, because I love this one. I'm very passionate about it, but I don't think it'd get the mainstream appeal. It's the posting song lyrics as Facebook status is 10. So this is just like all of the show bands. So we're starting out. Metro Station comes on and does Shake It, which is an absolute banger. It's all the emo stuff.
Right now, I'm already in.
Yeah. They start out with that, love them, and then Fall Out Boy comes on and plays the hits. Not like the new stuff that's like designed for hockey highlights or whatever they're going for nowadays. Like they play Under the Cork Tree and with Sugar. Yep. They open with Where's Your Boy Tonight too. Love that fucking song. Absolute banger.
Where is your boy tonight? I hope he is a gentleman.
Fall Out Boy's got hits. I love Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy, aren't you, Max?
Yeah.
You don't hate.
Me and Fall Out Boy had some times.
I know. We know you're a Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. Shout out Kelsey Witten. She got me on the Fall Out Boy, but then back in middle school days, their first album and I forget what the album's called. It's Blue as Chicago So 2 years ago, Calm Before the Storm, like some classic jams.
Sending postcards from wherever.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Big
love that
Fall Out Boy guy here.
Same here. We're keeping the energy level high to start before we get too depressed with ourselves. So we're still going My Chemical Romance, Taking Back Sunday, and The Youth. Those three are right behind.
Wait, can they close this stage out with the Black Parade?
Connor, do you want to see my final note? It says it ends with everybody coming on and doing the Black Parade.
Yes.
When I was a young boy, my
Way ahead of your car. That's the only way to end this show.
Okay, all right.
Then we like take a nosedive into depression right here, right now.
Let's do it.
We got Brand New, Dashboard Confessional, Death Cab for Cutie, just like all of the mellowest emo like shit. Just,
love
like you just broke up with your girlfriend in 6th grade.
Can we go before you go further? Can we go over just those specific people or those bands and like the songs that were quoted? Because obviously, Death Cab, we all know what was quoted. I mean, that was MySpace quotes back then.
I'll follow you into the dark. That one.
Love of mine, someday you will die. My mom, the first time she heard that song, it goes, "Love of mine, someday you will die," and she's like, "This is dark." I was like, "It gets better."
Not really though.
I swear.
Brand New has super depressing ones, like all the emo kids always post on MySpace as well. You can go back and find those. Also, sad too. Mayday Parade doing Miserable at Best. Connor, if you heard, you'd probably know it. But it's like an iconic like emo Cry Your Eyes Out song.
Let's do it.
So they're gonna do that at some point.
And then we bring on Spider-Man. Everyone was quoting Spider-Man at the time.
Absolutely. Dashboard Confessional, also most downloaded song on Napster, and that's how they got famous. Fun fact.
Shout out Napster.
Yep. No, it wasn't hands down. It was Screaming Infidelities.
Screaming Infidelities.
Also.
What an outrageous name for a song.
Connor, all of the names of all of these songs are all ridiculous. Like Fall Out Boys, they're all like 2 sentences long just for the song title. It's ridiculous. Love these people. I won't do too many that people haven't heard of, but just in case there's any like regular people like who love this shit listening, we're actually gonna bring it back up with Boys Like Girls. They did Love Drunk, love them. So they're like the transition back into stuff. Then we're doing Newfound Glory, Sum 41, We the Kings, Forever the Sickest Kids, and A Day to Remember.
I like Sum 41.
I love everyone you just said.
We have Bowling for Soup doing 1985 at some point. Love that song.
Great song.
Don't they sing Bowl for Two?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Anyone listening that's mad, I'm sorry. I don't remember.
That's okay. And then there's just going to be pop punk covers all throughout the show. Like every band like does one of the regular mainstream songs in one of those versions. And then everybody comes on and does Welcome to the Black Parade to end. I mean, that's the only way to end this show. It's absolutely perfect.
Dude, the LA Kings used to do that play that song before playoff games, and it was electric. It was out of control.
I mean, I love timeless songs where like it's been how many years and you still like that. You're just like that slaps.
Yep.
Dude, that song still gets me going.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I just love that genre of music. I think it's super underappreciated, so hopefully somebody out there appreciates it too. Shout out also My Chemical Romance. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Never Back Down, the movie. Have you seen it, Connor?
I've seen it. Not familiar.
Who's in it?
Nobody really. It's just the movie about like mixed martial arts. It's like some douchey, cheesy movie, but it's like one of my favorites ever.
I've heard of it. I've definitely heard of it.
Really awesome movie, but they use My Chemical Romance so perfectly in that movie. You just have to check it out at some point. Love Never Back Down. But yeah, that's it.
Kyle, what do you think its Rotten Tomatoes score is?
I honestly guess 18.
23.
Yeah, it really is. Like, there's no way critics liked it, but it's the best soundtrack of all time.
Amber Heard's in it, and that's really all I know. Continue.
Is that the hot blonde girl?
She was married to Johnny Depp. She goes back and forth with being a lesbian and being straight.
Yep.
She was the love interest in Aquaman.
Yep, that's her. Great show. But yeah, that's it for the posting song lyrics as statuses.
I like this 10.
That's a good 10. It's a good 10.
Thank you.
I would go to that 10.
Yep.
Same here. So for mine, I don't have a set list.
That's fine.
So you guys we can figure out who goes first and whatnot, but or just do your own imagination. So mine is the too soon 10. So basically everyone that died too soon. So basically the whole 27 club, like people in the 27 club. Hendrix. After the gay tent, she quickly runs over Janis Joplin.
Sprints over.
She's like, excuse me. Trying to run through all the rainbow stuff going on, but it's a big deal. Janis Joplin. Jim Morrison from The Doors.
Heard of him.
Ron Pigpen McKernan. He's a Grateful Dead singer/keyboardist. So after he does Kyle's 10, he's running over to the too soon 10. Kurt Cobain, obviously. Amy Winehouse. Like,
we tried to make her go to rehab.
She said, you know what she said?
I know.
What did she say?
I think we all know what she said.
We know what she said.
And then so that's some notable ones from the 27 club, and then the too young. So like Eazy-E, he died at age 30, but you know,
AIDS.
Otis Redding.
The original coronavirus, AIDS.
Otis Redding was 26, and he sings "Dock on the Bay," which Louis C.K. or
yes, thank you. It's Louis C.K. It's one of my favorite jokes ever.
Yeah, Louis C.K. was saying how for the song "Dock on the Bay" was like, you know, before a show or something, he's watching another comedian, and this guy has a guitar. His entire joke was sitting on a cock 'cause I'm gay. That was it. That's the joke. And then my favorite part about it was the other comedian there was like pretending to be Otis Redding, sitting on a dock of the bay. Honey, can they change the lyrics at all to make it sound funny? No, that's good. Okay. That's perfect.
that was Jerry Seinfeld. That was very. I remember that interview, but that's one of my favorite all-time song parodies.
So then, like, take Otis Redding out of this group, though, and maybe put him up in the 27. But like, Eazy-E, Tupac, Biggie, Mac Miller, Juice WRLD. Oh, I'm a big Juice WRLD fan, by the way.
R.I.P.
And then, a recent R.I.P. as well, Avicii. Avicii died this past.
Oh, I forgot about Avicii.
We let that XXX Tentacion on, and we just light him on fire.
And the crowd goes wild.
Send him back to hell.
What did he do? I forget what he did.
So not to get too graphic, but like he took a fire poker to his girlfriend like violently in a bad place. So yeah, I won't get too graphic. But like fuck that guy forever.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the Too Soon tent. I feel like it could smack, and you got a nice wave of old school to new. But that's my Too Soon tent.
Are Tupac and Biggie beefing and like doing their best beef songs? Because like I want,
and it's very contentious.
Up Biggie's face. I think it'd be awesome.
Where like the fans at this tent brought their Glocks just in case.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. You don't know what's gonna happen there.
So like they both do their diss tracks to each other, then they do Runnin', that song where they're both on it after they died. Fucking love that song.
Jimi Hendrix opens the whole tent with his "Everyone Knows What's Coming First." We'll say three.
Sorry.
I was thinking he opens the whole tent with just the national anthem.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Then Voodoo Child.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
That's his
Purple Haze. I'm a big Purple Haze guy. That's my favorite Hendrix song.
Love Purple Haze.
Yeah. But yeah, the Too Soon tent. So we got the gay tent, the Too Soon tent, and then the decades, the Facebook, status. That's a good tent. You can think of so many.
I'm trying to think of people who died, and you pretty much covered them all.
Any noteworthy person.
There was a lot that I did leave off. Like, I mean, Michael Jackson, they was saying was too soon.
No, it wasn't.
Right.
It was just in time.
Elvis. They had a bunch of.
I bet you could. I bet you could throw Prince in the. No, I think you could maybe throw Prince maybe in the gay tent. I feel like the gays might love Prince.
That's true.
He's pretty influential. He's pretty metro. I mean,
he has had sex with a guy or two. I'm not hating on it. I just think.
Do you have sources?
No, I'm 100% comfortable saying that.
I just wouldn't surprise me. So now we're on to the rap hip hop tent. And I'll tell you who's running over from the rap hip hop tent to the Too Soon tent. I have Mac Miller on my lineup list. I do. I love Mac.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just going to tell you the ones I have. I don't really have a set lineup. I'll say this right now. I do not have Jay-Z on this list because I hear Jay-Z sucks live. That's what I've heard.
Time out. I know you have Kanye on this list. I know he's doing the College Dropout, those albums, right?
3 albums, just that.
Yep, that's it. But I want Jay-Z to do an appearance with him and do some Watch the Throne. That's the only caveat I wanted to add to this.
As someone who was at the Watch the Throne concert at Console Energy Center, Jay-Z and Kanye were both fucking phenomenal.
Jay-Z is not one then, but he comes as a guest appearance.
Now,
yeah, no soloist.
The sound, it was to the point where the sound, whoever did the sound, the sound engineer for that show was incredible because Jay-Z was just talking and it was loud and crystal clear and it was perfect rap, so he could just rap without yelling, which made a big difference. And Kanye, I have a feeling made it just like a spectacle. It was like, Jay, we're doing this for the show, and he's like, all right.
Yep.
Kanye's a show.
When Jay-Z performs with the Rockefeller band, when he has this whole band with him, it's actually sick. Where he plays all his songs with live music.
He does Heart of the City. I love that one.
That's real. I like that too. The 10th will end with Gotta Have It because they'll think Kanye's done, but then Jay-Z comes out and they just go right into Gotta Have It. Yeah,
I love that.
I had Outkast on there because Outkast fucking slaps. Any particular album you'd want them to play? I
mean, obviously that you have to do the one with roses on it, and or what Speaker Box, Love Below. But for like the true hip hop heads, you gotta do some Southern Playalistic Cadillac music. That's like my favorite like early Outkast album. Everybody loves
Right,
ATL.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I had the Beastie Boys on here, by the way. I had the Beastie Boys in this lineup. I like the Beastie
influential. Real quick, if someone's running from the tent over to this tent too, Otis Redding is running over from the Too Soon tent to that tent with Kanye and Jay-Z, and they're doing what's that one?
It's called Otis.
And he keeps singing the sample over and over again.
Yes, that's
he does
perfect.
the intro.
That actually might be what we close this tent out with, because I think I might like that's Otis more than God.
That's such a good.
They'll do a few sets together. We'll say.
But go on, Connor. I just go on.
I have Kendrick on the. He's in the lineup.
Yep.
Mac, I like Kendrick.
I've heard great reviews of him live.
And I have Lil Wayne, but he's only doing No Ceilings. No more, no less.
Can he do Sky's the Limit from The Drought 3?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all I want.
What additions would you guys like to add? Those are just the ones I came up with. Kyle.
I would like Lupe Fiasco doing Just the Cool.
That, I've seen it live. Yes.
Okay. Max, your turn?
Man.
No Drake. This is a non-Drake tent.
Yeah.
It's an anti-Drake podcast. Fuck Drake.
Real quick, he's a great artist and puts out bangers. And
absolutely, he's a pop artist though. He's not a rap artist. That's my opinion.
He can rap, but we'll do no Drake.
And he's really mad that he couldn't get a spot in the lineup.
Oh, he's so mad. He's like,
he's gonna tweet about us.
The entire time during his show, he's trying to have like a really cool Instagram story, so everyone thinks he's not mad, but he's just posting nonstop because he's so mad.
Yep.
See, my problem is I haven't seen enough live rap shows. Like, I was working for a lot, and like that was cool. I've seen Lupe, Kanye, Jay-Z, Mac. That's all I can really think of. I saw Action Bronson when I was working, but he was cool too. But I don't want him in the tent.
I don't want him in the tent either.
So I don't know. I would love to see J. Cole live. I just don't know how he is live.
I thought about him.
I have one.
Let's hear it, Kyle.
I do.
Go ahead, Max. No. Let's go.
I would love. I've seen him live. Just like give me like 2 songs, 3 songs of some T-Pain. Dude,
I don't hate it actually. I don't hate it.
Bring the house down.
Dude, I love
that.
T-Pain.
That gives me one then.
That's actually one of the best moments of Hard Knocks when Max Crosby sings "Buy You a Drink" and the whole locker room fucking loves it. So T-Pain definitely plays in modern society. Love it.
You know he's only like 32.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine doing. He'll have great energy out there. I love T-Pain. Great addition.
Kyle?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. This is a must. It's, in my opinion, a top 3 rap album of all time. I have 50 Cent doing Get Rich or Die Trying.
That is exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, you start off with Many Men and you build up into there. And then you actually end 50 Cent's part of his set with
him getting shot.
with the game coming on and like then like
hate it or love it. Hate or love it.
Yep. And then ending with How We Do, which is my favorite Game and 50 Cent song.
And then they both enter the gulag.
Get Rich or Die Trying is a top 3 rap album. It is so fucking. It has stood the test of time.
I say it to everybody. It's just 1 through 21, all bangers. 50 Cent is nowhere close to a top 10 rapper of all time, but he was blacked out of his mind for that album.
It's so good. It's so good. Wait,
Shout
do
out.
we want Snoop? Do we want Snoop in this tent?
Now, I'm not really like I like Snoop, and I appreciate
fine.
everything he's done.
Wait, I got it. I actually have it. I have
Eminem.
Nelly Country Grammar.
Great. You can. This is what the festival's for. It's our dream festival. You get to pick and choose whatever you friggin' want from it. So I love that. I want Young Jeezy out there at some point doing some Young Jeezy shit.
Even if he's not rapping.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if he's in the crowd with the microphone, is going, yeah,
Man.
yeah.
I'm just putting Young Jeezy doing Young Jeezy shit.
And Soul Survivor with Akon. That's gotta happen.
Fuck, dude. At this point, let's put Lonely Island on there. I don't know.
What rap song do they do?
Huh?
What rap song do they do?
I don't even know. Throw It on the Ground. Is that a rap song?
Get
Throw
down.
it on the ground.
I also had Chance the Rapper doing acid rap. I don't know how into rap you were at that time, Connor, but that's an absolute classic.
I'll put on Chance.
Yeah.
I mean, there's too many like that I love. Like
Mhm.
What about Gambino?
I like Gambino, but some people love Gambino, and those people scare me off him.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I think I like Donald Glover more than I like Childish Gambino.
Right.
Love him as an actor.
He's a better actor than musician, but he has overall music. I'm like, iffy on, but then there's like 5-6 tracks. I'm like, these fucking smack.
Yep.
So he's good, but yeah, dude, his show is incredible. Atlanta's so good.
Yep. So Macklemore can't come on and do Same Love again?
He can he can come out and say, "How's everyone doing?"
No, he's over in the gay tent.
Then he goes, "Do you guys want to hear a song?"
No. That's actually how it would go.
Okay, first up. At the Too Soon tent, the MC, like the guy that comes out, all right. It's gonna be Jose Fernandez and Kobe.
Holy shit, man!
That's too far.
And Old Dirty Bastard too.
Yeah.
Damn, I know we're going there.
We're bringing anybody back that we want, Connor.
Yeah.
How about Danny Heatley's friend that he killed?
Now you've gone too far.
I mean, we talked about him the other day.
Yeah. He doesn't really belong at our festival, though. Kobe's there for clicks and likes. Do you know how many people would come to our festival if they heard Kobe was emceeing?
Oh my god, people lose. Should we have Shaq MC? Like, I feel like Shaq thinks he's an MC, but he's
Shaq's a DJ. He DJs like a lot. Like he has his own nightclub where he DJs like once a week or even more.
I want Dame Lillard at least to have a song.
Solid Dame, baby.
If Shaq's there, though, then Aaron Carter's got to come out of nowhere and do How I Beat Shaq and dunk on him in front of everybody.
I think Aaron Carter may have some not great things going against him right now.
No, I know, and that's why this would just be huge for him if Shaq's there. I'm just saying, if Shaq's DJing, then I want Aaron Carter coming out, getting a little bit morale boost and saying,
"You're being a dick, dude."
Let's bring out Jose Canseco while we're at it too.
We're helping. We're doing this for Aaron. He's gonna come on. We're gonna bring him back. We're helping Aaron.
Yep. People give us so many credibility points too for just doing something nice like that. Jose Canseco, by the way, Connor.
He dunks on Shaq, but then goes right into Aaron's house party because that song slaps.
Yeah. I'm not sure which stage this goes on, but it's just happening at our festival.
Just Aaron Carter somewhere.
Yeah.
That's literally my alarm clock every morning.
Which one?
Aaron's house party.
Yeah.
Even if it's like not in a tent, just kind of like in between tents, he's just singing Aaron's house party. Like, that's fun.
Absolutely. I love that music video. Like, if I'm ever having a house party, I just put that on in the back.
Yeah, he's serving He's at like the concession stand serving nachos. People around the block. Come get it. People
I
around
love
the block.
when his dad comes home. Aaron, grounded.
Everyone in line's like, yeah. Aaron.
Here's the thing. It was probably a sick fucking party.
Absolutely.
Like a party with nachos. I'm in already.
It sounds like the time. It sounds like the Hickey party when his parents went to the movies, and he threw a party for 2 hours, and his parents were on their way home.
Yeah, he didn't say that, and I got violently blacked out.
Yeah, I think I helped you get out.
I got violently blacked out. The last thing I remember was we were sitting on his back his table outside. I was shooting with Jeff Shogun. I took like a huge sip of Vlad from my water bottle, and Jeff Shogun goes, "Dude, is that Vlad?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "That was a really big sip."
He laughed and then
Shout out water bottle Vlad.
yeah.
The finest of booze. The finest.
All right, well, that's our festival, actually.
It was a good time.
Yeah, I loved it.
I'd pay $1,000.
Real quick.
I have something real quick, too.
Yep. Question.
Answer.
Two food trucks. Who are the food trucks for our venues?
Gyros and a food truck that has, like,
So,
a oven that it's dragging behind it and making pizza.
Okay. Those are the trucks, and then indoors is your normal concession stand, hot pretzel, nachos, whatever shit.
Beer.
Yeah. Connor, your thing you're saying?
location. I think California's too cliche. I mean, it's the safe choice, but it's cliche as fuck.
California's cliche. Red Rocks is only one stage. Can't do Red Rocks.
I have an idea.
Deer. Okay.
Atlanta, Piedmont Park. It's a big ass park.
Good Dave Matthews concert there.
There is. I'm not familiar with the park besides that, but if it's a big ass park, I'm down.
I love Hotlanta. I think that'd be an electric. It's also the biggest airport, so flights in are pretty cheap, and they can handle the volume that's going to be coming from our festival.
Mm-hmm.
I hear they have legendary strip clubs down there for all the musicians to enjoy, since we will have several who partake. And yeah, I think Atlanta's a great location.
Yes.
Cool.
That was sick, Connor.
Yes.
That was so sick.
Wait, and it should be in April on 420.
No. Yeah, next year.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Okay.
Not this. Honestly, if it was this 420, I'd probably still go.
Well, yeah, if this is the festival.
You're telling me.
It's how I go. It's how I go.
I'd risk Corona for Kobe.
Absolutely.
Dude, so fucking everyone.
I also think I'll never have an opportunity to do this top 10 again since it's music related. This is probably going to be one of our few music podcasts.
Let's do it.
So I have the top 10 one-hit wonders of our growing up years. So
wow.
I stopped like 2.
Wow.
And I dipped into the 80s a little bit too because like we were alive. VH1, I love the 80s, was around. We know all these songs. So number 10 is Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry. Love that song. Absolute banger. Number 9. What's that?
I said yes. I love that song.
Number 9 is What Would You Do by City High. I think it's on now 4, maybe 3. Number 8, Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne.
God, this list rocks.
Number 7, Mbop by Hanson. Just timeless classic. It is on the list. Number 6, Shake It by Metro Station. Shout out the earlier part of the show. That's actually why I put it in. Number 5, where's number 5 at? I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness. Fucking love that song.
I have one. I'm wondering if you're going to say it. Keep going.
Do you remember when I Believe in a Thing Called Love like was a hit? It was like 2004. And then like one random Super Bowl like 2 or 3 years ago. They brought it back in a commercial, and it was fucking awesome.
Touching you. Woo-hoo.
Great song. Number 4 is "Take on Me" by a-ha. Part of my take kind of like ramped it back up. One hit wonder, 80s, absolute banger. Number 3 is
they have two one-hit wonders in their podcast.
Yeah, they have "Electric Avenue" by Eddie Grant. Yep. Eddie Grant is not on here, though, even though Pineapple Express did make that popular again. Number 3 is my favorite karaoke song of all time. Can either of you guess it?
I'm Coming Out.
No. My second favorite karaoke song of all time actually should be on this list somewhere, but I couldn't fit it anywhere. So the one that should be on the list is "Jump Around" by House of Pain. Not on here, though. Number 3, though, is "Follow Me" by Uncle Kracker. Fucking absolute banger. And I swear, I've done it at karaoke twice, and I'm pretty sure I've made people go home with each other that weren't going to each time. Great song to do at karaoke.
Great song.
Number 2 is "I'm Gonna Be," a.k.a. the 500-mile song by the Proclaimers. Will bring the house down every single time it's played, no matter where.
Every single time. You could be driving in a car, at a bar, at a baseball game. Plays every time.
It's one of the few songs I've never gotten sick of for 1 second in my life. Number 1, though, is, of course, "Come On Eileen" by Dexy's
Midnight Runners.
Yep, my absolute favorite of all time. Was the song that you were thinking you mentioned?
No, I have a recent one.
I said I cut it off at like 2005.
Hold on a second.
I fucking hate this song.
This is it.
Fucking hate. Turn this shit off.
Please. Somebody.
What the fuck, man?
Is this the actual music video, or is this like somebody making fun of it?
This is it.
Dude, this sucks. Keep it going. I want to keep watching the video.
No, I don't want no part of this. I never once liked this song.
That's the thing. I like it as a hit because everybody universally agrees on the first time they heard it.
But yeah, that's my one-hit wonder I was thinking of.
Dude, I hate that fucking song. I hate it.
His name's Goat. Yeah, I don't know what he did after that.
Nothing, because he put out that fucking song.
Wait, look at this face I paused it on. That's a good one.
No, dude, he creeps me out.
The underbite on that guy.
He's literally the emoji
Man, yeah, I fucking hate that song. But yeah, top 10.
Strong episode. Strong.
I agree. Yeah, great job, Max. Thanks for coming on.
You're now a recurring guest.
Yep, you have to come on whenever we tell you to.
Yep. No, nothing.
All right, we'll see you, boys.
All right, everyone, come to our festival. We will see you tomorrow for the bracket episode.
Connor, hopefully I see you soon. Kyle, I'll see you soon.
All right, goodbye.
See ya.
Goodbye.